Okay. Seriously, where's some, like... My name is Kane the Crow, and welcome to Slime Rancher. Now, this game, I've played it before, I've beaten it before, but there is so much in this game that I've never done before. As you can see, I've played it before. Now, this is a new save, meaning this isn't my old game. That was on a different account where I beat it. This one I just played, like, I played like a little bit into it. I've gotten like, it's like a few, I've only unlocked 2 gates. If you didn't know, and all that. If you're new to Slime Rancher, I'm gonna guide y'all through it. I know a good chunk about Slime Rancher. I know how to play it. I know the way I like playing it. If y'all have any tips, hints, or tricks, say them down in the comments. You don't have to worry about spoiling me. Just don't spoil me for Slime Rancher 2, because I've never played that one before. I've never watched anything on it. And when I do get a PS5 one day, that is one of the games that I will get on the channel. Which is the reason why I really want to record Slime Rancher 1 is because I wanted to play Slime Rancher 2 on the channel. I have my puppy here. His name is Rocket. He doesn't listen to me at like all. So I really need to train him. But I'm lazy, so I'd be able to do that. Anyways, we're gonna start a brand new game. We're gonna get into this, and we're gonna have some freaking fun. So yeah. There's also DLCs, but I don't think I'm going to use the DLCs. I don't really... All the DLCs do is they add, like, skins. Like, there's, like, one that gives, like, the slimes and adventure skins or whatever. And there's another one, I don't really care. They're cool, I guess. But we're going to start. This is going to be called, Crowland. No. Crow Range. Crow Range? Crow Ranch. Yeah, let's call it Crow Ranch. What slime should we use? Oh, you can use slime. What should we use? We can use honey. What's the closest thing that I could do to a crow? The only flying slime is this one. Maybe a puddle slime. Puddle slime. I like the hunter slime. The other slimes are neat. Let's do a hunter slime. No. Gold slime? Let's go. It's like wood. Let's do honey slime. Yeah, honey. Adventure, casual. What's casual do? Let's see what's casual do. Relax, take adventure mode without any threat. Okay, no. Adventure. We're not going to do rush because that's gives you adventure if you do it fast enough or something like that. Anyways, we're going to be playing adventure mode. Crow Ranch. Honey slime. Let's get into it. There's a lot to this game. It doesn't sound like there's a lot to it at first, but there's a lot to it. 1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far, Far Range, Beatrix LeBou begins her first day as a slime rancher. I don't know how to say the last part of her name. I know how to say Beatrix. Okay. Tutorial and all that, moving. You can see here, got the moving. Jump, sprint, all that good stuff. Man, it feels weird because I was actually getting there a little bit far with the upgrades and stuff like that before. You can read about slimes in your Slimepedia, which is this thing. Pink slime, their coral hue is scientifically proven to be the color of cheer. Diet. Their diet is fruits, veggies, and meats. They don't have a favorite because a pink slime eats everything, which you think is good, but that also means they don't have a favorite, and if they don't have a favorite, so basically okay, so this is how it works. So if a slime has a favorite food, and you give it its favorite food, it produces like 2 plorts. But if you don't, it only produces 1 plort, and you take plorts and you sell them in here. See, pink slimes are the cheapest. And then you can shoot them in corrals, and they can't escape the corrals, but you can go in and out, they can't. And basically you just feed them and all that good stuff. And this isn't the basic, this isn't even the basics of it really, because you can actually take a plort from another type of slime and give it to this slime, and it'll turn into like a Largo? Is it a Largo? Yeah, I think it's a Largo. No? Yeah, it's a Largo. And then you got the, is it a Largo? I really can't remember. Anyways, we got mail. If you see it like the top, whenever mail shows up, it means we got star mail. Welcome to the far, far range. I call it the Z Corporation. It just has a 7 in front of it. 7Z. I'm just calling it Z. Miss La Boo. Bow. Biao. Woo. Yeah. The Z Corporation would like to welcome you to the far, far range. Welcome, and extend our support in your bold new venture as the Slime Rancher. Support extended. We would also like to request that you exercise caution in your first few days on the range until you get more familiar with the surroundings. Traveling at night is not advisable. Lastly, should you require any additional tools, for your backpack or items to make your slime wrenching experience easier, the Z Corporation would be pleased to provide them to you from the shop located just outside your ranch house. The Z Corporation, providing the tools you need to get the job done. For us, for a small fee. The Z Corporation. So yeah, it's talking about this bad boy right here. It has a lot of upgrades you can get. It might not look like a lot right now, but each one has like multiple more better versions of the upgrade, but you have to buy the first upgrade. Now, there's also areas. These are locked behind paywalls, $7.95. There's a lab, which is 10,000. The lab is amazing and very useful. And then there's that over there, which has like a farm area. I really want to get this one unlocked like pronto, if I can, because that's like an easy way to get like farm and stuff like that. And then there's another one beyond this one that's like a water one. And yeah, and then this area is probably gonna be just full of like corrals, but that'll probably change in the future. Who knows? Anyways, we only got one right now. We got one tiny pink slime. Not very good. The best we can do is gather up 3. I like having 3 slimes per corral, because once you combine them with another plort, they get really big. And having more than 3 gets overwhelming, especially when you don't have some of the more better upgrades to the corral. This is the Dry Reef. The ranch. A distant home for distant hearts. Beatrix begins her life on a humble ranch in the middle of the area of the far, far range, known as the Dry Reef. Once the property of the legendary slime rancher and notorious old cogger, Hobson Twigglers. The ranch has seen better days, as Hobson let it come into a state of disrepair shortly before disappearing completely. Hobson's whereabouts are currently unknown. Dry Reef. This is the area where we're going to be spending a ton of time in at the beginning of the game. A coral-crusted ocean floor that now basks under a golden sun. The environment surrounding the ranch is known as the Dry Reef and is arid. An arid, wind-swept land covered in dusty crags and rocky cliffs, shaped by the wind over the millennia. The Dry Reef is primarily home to pink, tabby, and rock slimes, though phosphor slimes will also come out of hiding when the sun sets. And if the sun comes back up, they die. Actually, I don't know if they die. They just kind of disappear. The Dry Reef's climate doesn't make for an abundance of any particular resource, but plenty of carrots, pogo fruit, and hen-hens are everywhere, as well as some less common resources if you know where to look. I'm sorry for the more reading, but there's another thing here. This is by H, which is Hobson. Hello, Beatrix. The name's Hobson Twigglers, rancher, explorer, and the former owner of this here ranch you now now call your own. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember, and felt there was one last adventure left in me, so I've set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around this here land I love, so keep your peepers peeled for notes like these if you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again. We talking to you. H. So yeah, you're gonna find those all over the land, and I want to kind of find them all because tasty food acquired. You shoot it in the slime's mouth. They eat it and then produce plorts are. Oh yeah, we didn't read about the slime, did we? Not really. We just kind of read that it had no favorite food and stopped there. Let's continue with it then. Slimology. Pink slimes are the most common slime found on the far range. They're very common. They're cheerful, docile, and the easiest of all slimes to ranch. Yeah, I'd say so. A pink slime will eat anything you put in front of it. Though they have no favorite food and their plorts are the least valuable of all slimes, which is the reason why I hate dealing with them. They're not worth it. I like to immediately get away from pink slimes whenever I can and get way better slimes. But that's just... yeah. Rancher risk. Not much to worry about with a pink slime. They're soft, squishy, very happy to be around a rancher, and found all over the range. But because of this, a rancher won't go far without finding a few pink plorts, which can lead to largos, and then you don't want to know. Pink plorts are an excellent multi-purpose generic substance used to manufacture everything from food products to household cleaners. All over Earth, people are eating burgers, sweetening their coffees, or scrubbing their floors with pink plort products. That's some serious versatility. It really is. Which makes you think that this would be more expensive, but it's so common that it's not. But it's usually a lot. Carrots are freaking useless. I think pogo fruit is the same. It's useless. Oh, I got star mail from Casey. Who's Casey? Oh. It's been a while since I've beaten this game or seen any major things about it. Like I said, I didn't make it that far. There's no point in doing this way. I already know that because there's a locked door back there that you need a slime key for, I'm pretty sure. This entire cave system was sealed off from a cave-in when I first discovered it. Maybe that's why the fellows up ahead are so grumpy. Hadn't had a bite in a long time. In any case, don't let that long-awaited bite come from your own rump. Bring some food to calm them down. Oh yeah, these... You really don't need to, you can kind of just rely. That. But if we continue going up, you'll find, yeah, that it's locked, and we need a slime key. Slime keys can be found when you... I forgot the name of them. It's like a Gordo? Yeah, I think it's a Gordo slime. Not all over the map, but over the map you'll find like these giant versions of the slimes. Not that, that's a Largo. And this is a Matte. But these are Largos. These is what happens when you mix a plort with a different type of slime. And if that slime were to eat this, it would cause it to make something that's not as fun. You access your map by this. Ooh, that's pretty good, but you can also access all of this. I prefer this. So if you can see up here, there are three keys in the dry reef. And then those little circular things below the keys are pods, and pods are it's basically treasure pods, but that's going to be a way later feature because we can't do that yet. I need to get oh my Largo, oh my Tabby. Let's get some rock. Okay, so I got 3 rock, and I got 3 tabby, and pink slime, I guess. If I can make another corral, then I can make 2 different Largos, and and that should be good enough to make us some money. And then once we get some money, we can start really producing some stuff, and yeah. One of the first things I definitely need to make is another corral so I can have 2 different types of slimes. And then another thing I need to make is here's a question. Should I? Because I'm thinking, like, should I make a? Yeah, no, I'll figure that out in a second. Should I make a rock? Because I'm gonna put rocks. I don't know if they're better. But I was wondering if I should make rock tabbies. Because these eat veggies, tabbies eat meat. And like I said, I love just getting away from pink slime. Like, you know, they can eat everything, but it's also not fun to have a pink slime because they're not exactly the most easiest thing to be around. Garden costs 250. Another corral costs 250. I think it might be better. Because if I buy another corral, then I'm gonna have to deal with the outfit. I'm going to make a combination. Wait, what happened to the rock farm? Okay, there you are. I think it. Ooh, I might need to buy a. Because tabbies, I forget that tabbies are like that. Guess we'll find out. So tabbies, rock slimes eats. I need to read up. Slimes, rock slimes. Rock slimes eats veggies. Their favorite is heartbeat. That's not easy to find. These slimes are totally metal. Or totally metal. Gotcha. Slymology. Rock slimes earn their name from the rocky crown of sharp spikes atop their slimy bodies. But their affection for minerals doesn't end with their appearance. Rock slimes are strict vegetarians, favoring the satisfying crunch of the heartbeat most of all. Rancher risk. The dangers of a rock slime should be fairly obvious. Their rocky crown is sharp enough to pierce straight through a rancher's boots. Yeah, but it's not all about watching where you're stepping, as these rocks are always rolling. When you see a rock slime revving up for a tumble, it's best to get out of the way. Poronomics rock quartz are prized for being a key component in the production of blue metal, an amazing alloy that's stronger than titanium and lighter than plastic. Whoa, Jesus. Because of its amazing strength, blue metal is often a key component in the hulls of light-speed capable starships and synthetic appendages and protective hollow foam cases. It's pretty cool. Tabby slime. Oh, that's adorable. It's a little cat. It's a cat slime. Those stripes, that tail, that wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Adorable. Diet is meat. Their favorite is stony hen. I forget where stony hen is. I remember now. We'll get to that point at some point. Simology. Tabby slimes share many curious similarities to domesticated house cats of Earth. With their perky ears, striped backs, and swaying tails, you'd almost mistake them for a true feline if they weren't made entirely of gooey slime, of course. Rancher risk. A tabby slime generally doesn't mean any harm to a rancher, but like their spiritual cat cousins, often causes a great deal of chaos anyway. Tabby slimes love to steal things they don't eat, like fruits and veggies, resulting in lots of unintended largo transformations on the range. Orthonomics. Tabby plorts are a key ingredient in a variety of performance-enhancing products. They grant the consumer a surge of the tabby slime's energy and exuberance. And while athletes the world overtake them to gain an edge. And while athletes all over the world take them to gain an edge, prolonged use often results in uncontrollable butt wings, another less desirable signature of the tabby slime. And if we go down, we can see larger slimes. There's more to love. There's just more to love. Diet, the source of slime's diet, and then the favorite is the source of slime's favorite. Slymology. Largo slimes are a hybrid of two slimes resulting from a slime eating a port unlike its own. They are twice as big as normal slimes and have a combined diet of their two source slimes, making them enticing for ranchers that want to maximize their profits, which is us. However, a largo is too big to vac and can only be transported using the end of the vac nozzle, which makes them difficult to control if things get out of hand. Not really. Rancher risk. In addition to largos being more difficult to manage and having the combined powers of two slimes, an even greater threat to ranchers lies within these supersized slimes. If a largo eats a plurt unlike its two source slimes, it will transform into a ravenous tar slime. Ranchers need to be very careful when dealing with largos or risk an outbreak of tar that can quickly overtake their entire ranch. Always carry a full tank of water just in case. Photonomics. When a largo eats, it produces plorts of both source slime types, making them potentially very lucrative for ranchers that can deal with the added risk of keeping them. And we can, because I'm amazing like that. Okay, I'm amazing like that. Chill out, I'm good. Alright. I don't think they'll jump out. I think they're chill. Probably. Anyways, this will produce that. What's a... Wait. Got it. So I might not be able to get this slime's favorite food, like, at all. And even if I did, chickens are very unsustainable. Well, they're very sustainable, but they also take a lot of wool. If you ever build a corral, garden is for, you know, fruits, vegetables, coops for chickens, silos so you can store stuff, incinerators so you can burn useless junk, and pond is for gaining water if you need water, and it can also hold a water slime, and then the incinerator can also hold a fire slime because it can have a trough around it that can hold a fire slime. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the basics here. Okay, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. I need to be smart about this. I need to be big brain. Okay. First things first, I need to transfer all these into tabby slimes. I don't need actual tabby slimes. I'm gonna travel up all night because I don't really care. Yeah, it's not that bad. I need tabby bullets, I guess. So I'll see you in a second. There's something here. I had a great big tree like this here one along the edge of my property back on Earth. It had been there before anyone could remember. It survived all kinds of things around it. And then one day I began to notice it was dying. It wasn't anything unnatural. It was just its time, I suppose. And then I realized that if I didn't do something, I'd end up like that tree. I'd spend my whole life in the same place. I wasn't gonna let that happen, so I brought a ticket to it for the far, far range for the real estate. Words of wisdom right there, boys. $570. I really forget this. Okay, let me think. What's the next best thing I'd need? If I wanted to have it, I'd probably need these two. A phosphor slime. Phosphor slimes are okay. I always liked having at least one on the ranch because they're so unique. They're the only slime that requires a solar shield. And an internet, really. There are a couple slimes that can balance out of this. Alright, let's read the mail and then... Rise and shine, Casey. Hi, B. What's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. Z puts you in a pod and then lights out for all that time? Wow. What's the far range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. I'm probably asking too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it's yours now. I guess I better leave you to it and just keep it short. Good luck, B. If anyone can make it out there, it's you. Who's Casey? Oh yeah, luckily carrots do flying around somewhere. Hold on. I think you're on these, yeah. Oh wait, this is amazing. There. We're gonna get some more carrots. There are some carrots here. It is. Go. Why don't you eat that? There. I'll come back. Actually, can you eat me? Yes, you can. I'm gonna plop these in here and then I'm gonna use some carrots. Come on, this is not good now. Okay, I need some carrots. I need to go find some carrots or something. Meat, carrot, something. I can't do that. I can't do fruits. I just need sunflower. There's gotta be some carrots out here, man. Some. Good now? Okay. Seriously, where's some, like... There's a charger pod. I don't have to crack the thingy yet. Oh, that was a Gordo. We can't do this yet because we need like a lot of meat. If you shoot the slime, a certain like the type of slime's favorite food to a Gordo, then it produces it like doubles it, you know. So it takes less. Jesus Christ. Okay, I have returned to my pet owners. You know, I just thought, what if I be smart? And I get a cool. Yup. We shoot two in there, we can do some stuff. I really want spring grass and vitimizer. Vitimizer. I know it's vitimizer, but I say vitimizer because it's funny. This spring grass makes attracts scuttlebugs the chickens love to eat, And when their bellies full, hens will produce twice as eggs, twice as fast. And if we get Vitamizer, it bathe the chickens in vita rays, allowing them to grow into healthy hens and roosters twice as fast. So basically, it's just makes them grow faster. It takes like a day to fill up the corral if you have both of those rays. And I kind of want that. Really? But it'll go as fast as we allow it. So I like putting 2 in there because it produces more. Because I mean, rooster can call lucky for lunch. But yeah, this is how chicken coops works, and it's probably the best thing I'm gonna get right now because I need it to produce more chickens, so I can actually freaking get these guys to get foods and stuff. So I'm gonna keep the rooster on the side because roosters and hens can actually age, and if they age too much and they get too old, they won't produce eggs anymore, which means they won't produce chickens anymore, which means they're useless. That's bad. Alright, let's read this. Thor West, welcome to the Range Exchange. Hi there, Beatrix. The name's Thor West. I'll keep my introduction short on account that we all got work to do. I am a long-time rancher here on the far range and head of the welcome wagon for your local Range Exchange. The Range Exchange is a network of ranchers just like yourself who are looking to trade what they got for what they need. Slums, plorts, food, whatever. All you need to do is check out the Range Exchange machine daily and be sure to get your trade completed within 24 hours. As more ranches get added to your network, you should receive a hearty hello from them, so check your inbox. Well, enough John. We both got slime strangled. Adios, Beatrix. That is definitely an interesting intro. Thank you. Okay, so we got 300-ish dollars. Buying another corral wouldn't be terrible. Ow. Because if I can get phosphorus slime and a rock slime together, maybe? I don't know. I don't know which one's better, rock or tabby. It's kind of a toss-up. Oh, tabby. Tabby's pretty good. Tabby and phosphor together. And we do that. So yeah. Let's start something amazing. Butt cheeks. Alright, should I build a garden as well? I mean, just as a start, because this isn't gonna be all I get. I'm gonna need other stuff, and yeah. Alright, let's go get something that I can use in the garden. Just one teensy little carrot is all I need. Come on, man. The carrots are never wrong. It's just a bubble fruit. I don't need a bubble fruit. Nothing I have is bubble fruit. Well, actually, I think phosphors eat fruit. If I do for the other type, then I should just get bubble fruit, yeah. You built a garden, no crap, bro. Here's the upgrade for the gardens. Nutrient soil from the moss blanket and minerals from the Indian quarry. Okay, makes crops always yield the maximum harvest. The sprinkler makes them grow twice as fast. Scare slime is a stuffed tar model that keeps my plants safe from other slime. Like that pink slime way over there. So I might need to scare slime. I'm just not gonna lie. These guys can't eat fruits, they go eat veggies and meat, which is the reason why I got myself a little old pen here to produce some chickens, and hopefully that does stuff for me. The next thing I buy is another corral, and this corral will be 2 walls thing, and then solar light, and then I'll add tabbies in there mixed with phosphor, and they'll become phosphor tabbies, and we'll have a relatively good starting bit of slimes for a while, until we get to the next area. those two combinations should allow me to get the money to get some upgrades, some stuff that helps me just get settled in a little bit more, and then we'll go off to do bursting Gordo. I think it's a Gordo slime, and then that'll allow us to get to new areas. And if the Gordo slime is a key one, not all of them have keys. Some of them just have teleporters, which can send you to different areas. Some just send you back to the ranch, or to areas of the ranch. As you see a little bit more. And if we can get the science slime area, this area over here, if I can get this area unlocked, it's 10,000, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 10,000. Once I get this unlocked, I can make slime gadgets. And slime gadgets, I can make teleporters, worker bees, all that good stuff. But it's going to take a lot. It takes lords, it takes materials that I need. In order to get those materials, I need drills. And to make those drills, I need lords for certain. Like, it's a lot. It gets there. It gets up there. But we got stuff producing, we got stuff going, and it shouldn't be that bad. So yeah, now we're just kind of waiting. See y'all in a minute whenever something interesting happens or I find something that could be of interest. We got mail! My pet cactus, Casey. Hi B, I bought a cactus from you, sort of. When I came back home, it was one of the only things left in your shop. It was a lonely little guy, so I decided to adopt. You know I kill every plant I touch, but I promise you this one will last. I mean, if I can't keep a cactus alive, then clearly something is wrong, really wrong. When I look at it, I think of you out there on the range, doing your thing. Hope you're okay. Who is Casey? Dash boots. Almighty God. Oh, thank the gods, it gave me just enough to get something expensive. I needed the expensive stuff, I need to get the expensive stuff. Solar shield first, no sir. Airnet, all I need is the airnet. Another 425 and I am chilling. Legitimately chilling. I really don't need to go things are going to get frustratingly interesting. Help me out here. I'll make sure you'll get what's owed. Okay, I get that. If I give you 6... Okay, that's not that bad, I guess. Okay, now this is ready for a good old Foxfire. So I need to get you 6 tabby, 2 tabby ports. I can do that right now. Probably. The tabby port ain't gonna be that bad. It's just getting the tabby themselves. So I just need to place down 1 tabby, feed it a chicken, place down another tabby, feed it a chicken, and that should give it doing our first range exchange. Feeling pretty good. Feeling confident, feeling confident. I think we put it in here. Give us 500 coin. Whoa. Ooh, that's good. I think that's a phosphorus slime's favorite food right there. That gives us 2 stony hens. That's amazing. This girl's a legend. Oh my god. Oh, the tar. The tar. Those awful ravenous rainbows. Diet Slime's favorite ranchers. Simology. The tar are formed when a largo eats a port unlike the other of the ones it produces. A terrible transformation occurs that turns the slime into a sludge filled with swirling, prismatic array of colors and relentless appetite. The tar seek only to consume and replicate. The only way to stop a tar outside of incinerating it or throwing it into the slime sea is with fresh water. One splash will stop a tar from spawning new tar, and repeated splashes will destroy it entirely. Alternatively, many ranchers recommend running away with their arms waving and screaming. Rancher risk. The tar are the single biggest threat to ranchers. The tar will seek out slimes to consume and replicate themselves, but will also devour chickens, rot crops in their vicinity, and even devour ranchers. Remember, ranching largos may be highly profitable, but one stray port and you can wind up with a devastating tar output. Floronomics. The tar produce no ports, only more tar, and then more tar still. I got the phosphorus and 2 phosphorus lines. I need one more. I don't know how much longer I have left. I really don't. I don't know how much longer I have left. Liz. Oh, I have plenty of time. Yippee! Berry, I think, is a phosphorus slime's favorite fruit. So I'm going to... Yeah. I'll be right back. See y'all in a split second. You know what? I'm gonna get tabbies. I can get tabbies. Little fucker. My goddamn. Stop it. So distracted that I forgot to transform him. listen, mate, I love tabby slimes, but they just can't be here right now. In the future, one day, I'll have like a tabby slime roaming around that'll be okay to be around. Because this is how it's gonna be in the future. In the future, it'll be way different. I still need 2 more tabby birds now. Well, I think I am going to end this episode here. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you're brand new. It really helps me out. Comment down below. Is this a series you want to see more of? You're seeing more of it anyway. Tomorrow, I'll continue it. Actually, I'll probably do a double upload there. At least I'll try. So, yeah. I'll see y'all. Can the Crow signing out. Bye.